About 20 years ago, I started having pain in my chest, and it really scared me. It also frustrated me. I thought, I'm a professor in health education. I know how to take care of myself. I had run 3 marathons, I was eating healthfully, and I didn't smoke or drink, so I couldn't believe my chest was hurting. During this same time period, I was fortunate enough to meet Dean Ornish, the famous cardiologist who's done a lot of research on reversing heart disease. I also met Ken Pelletier, a professor in the School of Medicine at Stanford University. Both of them explained to me the diagram you see on the screen. What we know about heart disease, they said, which is the #1 killer in the U.S., is that despite all the wonderful research that has been done, we can only predict with about 40% accuracy who will develop heart disease. This 40% focuses mainly on our physical health and includes such things as your family history, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your percent body fat, and your behavior, mainly what you eat and how much you exercise. What fascinated me was when they explained that if we only know 40% of what may account for heart disease, then there's 60% we don't know. And that 60% they suggested had a lot to do with our emotional, social, and spiritual well-being. As Dean Ornish says, perhaps the reason we have so many bypass surgeries in this country is that Americans have literally bypassed the heart. I hope this course will help you open your heart as well as your mind and be the beginning of a journey towards greater satisfaction for you in your life. Now I should tell you, and I think you'll agree with me, if we had our way, our lives would be wonderful all the time. No disappointments, no frustrations, no contradictions, and no sorrows. In fact, our American culture has romanticized life, causing us to think something is wrong if our life is not wonderful all the time. But the reality is, life is complicated. Life is hard. We've all come home to a dirty house with dishes in the sink, trash that needs to be taken out, and laundry on the floor. And I'm sure we've all wished that some fairy godmother would come along, wave a magic wand, and the place would suddenly appear spotless without us lifting a finger. The fairy godmother I wish for also cooks dinner and gives daily massages. Yet we know this isn't going to happen no matter how hard we wish for it. The only way that house is going to get clean is if we load the dishwasher and throw the laundry in the washing machine. We may be able to find some shortcuts, like hiring someone to help clean the house now and again, or sending the laundry off to the dry cleaners, but most days we just have to do what it takes to get the job done. Truth is, we're our own fairy godmother, and we know best how to make our wishes come true. But that usually results more from hard work than magic. I'm sure you don't need anyone reminding you of the frustrations and disappointments you've experienced in life. Some days you probably felt like quitting. But whether you realize it or not, it was life's challenges and adversities that helped you grow. Those challenges and adversities exposed your humanness and at times opened your heart. The hard times helped you become what we call a resilient individual. So what are the characteristics of a resilient individual? We call them the 3 C's: challenge, commitment, and control. Resilient individuals perceive life as a challenge. They make a commitment and they take control. For resilient individuals, change is a natural part of life. Change is normal. Resilient individuals perceive change in stressful situations as a challenge rather than a threat. They're opportunity-driven rather than danger-driven. Resilient individuals also are committed. They are deeply involved in meaningful projects, at work and at home, rather than being alienated out of fear, boredom, or uncertainty. They have a strong value system and are genuinely committed to the people and activities in their lives. Finally, resilient individuals have a sense of control, and their behavior reflects the belief that they're in charge of their life. They believe they have the power to influence and make things happen. Their locus of control is internal. Their power comes from within, rather than giving their power away to others and feeling like a victim. So to summarize, resilient individuals perceive change in stressful situations as a challenge. They make a commitment and they take control. It's not that these individuals don't have stress in their lives. They do. It's just that what they choose to think and how they choose to respond in stressful situations is different.